Hey guys, it's Kovu and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while again, as it always is, and I always forget to keep on track because that's me. So waiting for the new year, got a whole thing planned for the new year. I've got videos lined up ready to post, so hopefully, fingers crossed, the new year is going to be good. So today I'm doing my summary video of MCM's Birmingham convention, Birmingham Comic Con by official MCM. I hope this isn't too annoying, it's a jingle jangle. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing my summary video of that event. Essentially in this video it's going to be like the others, where I kind of say what it kind of was like, the atmosphere, where things were kind of stuff, and then possibly show you guys what I got from there. So yeah. Sorry about the lighting as well. I don't know, again, in this corner, what the best thing to do is, so this is what we're working with currently. But yeah, so I went for the full 3 days. I was extremely lucky and grateful to get a creator pass to this event, which is incredible. It's my first ever MCM creator event, which I really enjoyed, and I posted about it all over my Instagram and stuff, so if you follow me there, this is my Instagram, then you'll have seen a lot of stuff, and I got to meet some of you guys, which is really fucking cool, and I'm glad that people came up and take photos of me, and I got to say hi to people and compliment them on their cosplays, and it was just a really nice time overall. So I'm speaking on my full experience. This, obviously, I got the ticket for free, but it isn't a biased review. If it's bad, I'm going to tell you it's bad, like with my Anime and Gaming Con review, where I told you the things that happened. I'm not going to miss things out just because I was invited, because that's just not helpful to anyone, really, is it? So yeah, so I went for all 3 days, and the Friday, Saturday and Sunday I was cosplaying. So Friday I went as Fel from Campfire Cooking in Another Dimension, I think it's called. It's only got one series right now, and we're hoping that it'll get rebooted for another one, but I went as Fel on Friday. And then Saturday I did Tony Chopper from One Piece. And then Sunday I went as Hatsune Miku. I was supposed to be Leafeon to match Shoeless Pelican, but I just didn't get it done in time, so Leafeon will probably go to the championships with me instead in February, so bueno. Something that I really liked about the Birmingham Comic-Con was that they had a cosplay emergency station, which essentially meant that you could go and get your cosplay if it fell apart, or if it needed fixing, or something poking you or whatever it was, you could go and get it fixed for free, which was really nice of them. Like, they could safety pin things, glue things, sew things. It was really good. So I think that more conventions should have stuff like that, especially if they are heavy on you guys cosplay, come and cosplay at our event. I think it is very useful to have something like that. And the great thing about it being at the NEC arena as well is that the bathrooms are pretty big, so that if you do need to get changed or whatever, there are pretty big stalls to get changed in and out of your costume, cosplay, whatever. There's lots of places to get changed if you need to, and there's plenty of room if you've got big objects and things to maneuver around and get in and out of, which I really appreciate with my massive tails that I always seem to take. So obviously Saturday was the busiest, and I was expecting most people to know Tony Chopper out of my cosplays, but the one that actually got the most pictures was Hatsune Miku, which I didn't expect. One, because there's a lot of Hatsune Mikus at Comic-Cons. She's just a popular character, you're going to get a lot of people cosplaying her. So I thought oh well, if a lot of people are cosplaying her, that, I'll probably just get ignored, which is fine, because I like being ignored a lot of the time. I don't like attention when I'm out in public. There's just, but she somehow got the most pictures, so I'm very surprised by that, because again, I thought Tony Chopper would have the most pictures, and he was, to be honest, he was probably my favourite out of the 3 days that I did, because one, I could walk in him, his shoes were super easy to walk on because they were flat and they were just great. Two, I felt the most secure, there wasn't anything that could go wrong where I would feel exposed or uncomfortable. And three, he just looked the best in my opinion. My Hatsune Miku wig wasn't brushed, my dress was crumpled because I had to get it out the night before, and I didn't have time to iron it in the morning and stuff, and then Fel was falling apart half the time. I didn't get to finish him how I wanted to, so I really thought Tony Chopper would have been the star, but apparently it's Hatsune Miku, so apparently you guys just seem to like me as Miku, which, you know, I'm not complaining about. I love me some Miku too. You know, I'm a Miku girl. She's the one that got me into cosplay in the first place, so I'm gonna say that's fair enough. It just really did surprise me, considering there was so many other Mikus there, that she still got a lot of attention. So I don't know, let me know which one you guys like the best in the comments below, because I would really like to know which cosplay you think I did the best. You know my vote's for Chopper. So as always, we kind of talk about the layout in these types of videos, and the layout of this one wasn't like that different to Insomnia, but it was at the same time. Obviously it was based in the same building that Insomnia was based in, so I thought that the layout would be pretty easy to follow again. To me, it was less complicated than Insomnia, because you had one big room connected to another big room this time, so you could just come in one entrance and walk all the way through, whereas Insomnia, it was kind of like they'd made like a weird corner in between the two halls, so you had to kind of win-angle your way through. It was a bit complicated in Insomnia, but this time it was very easy to follow through. I mean, you could get a bit confused when you went through the other entrance for the first time, but after that you kind of get used to the layout and stuff. So yeah, it was super easy to follow, and I like that they had like the way that they had everything set out. I think it was very easy. I say easy, like it was still crowded and you could still get lost, like trying to remember where specific stores were, but like on a map plan, like a plan, it was easy to follow. Like, so you would come in to one entrance, you would have like the queue line in that, then next to that would be the food bit, and then next to that was like the Dalek workshop and the stormtroopers and all that kind of stuff, and like the big workshops, and then the wrestling stage and the, what's it called, treehouse, which is like the kids area. And then just past that, to the other side in the rest of the hall, you had the first set of booths and things that creators and vendors and stuff were at, and then you had Pop Asia, which is like their stage for like anime, manga, Japanese culture, K-idols, that kind of stuff. That's their stage right there, and that's all. It's in hall 1. It was super easy. And then you go past Pop Asia into the second hall, and that is essentially, that room to me was entirely Artist Alley. It says that it's not, but in my opinion that whole room was Artist Alley. I mean, I love Artist Alley. That's like my favorite place out of everywhere in conventions usually. But yeah, that whole room is essentially Artist Alley, and it had the main stage and the live stage in as well. I think it also had the cosplay stage in it, because that's where the cosplay emergency repair was. So yeah, they had 3 stages in that room, and it was just super easy to remember where the stages were. It was easy to kind of remember, like, oh, if you want artists, go over there. If you want people selling pop vinyls, go over there, you know? I mean, in that sense, easy. You could still get confused, on a plan map it was very like well laid out, in my opinion. So I want to talk about the like general vibe and the experience, because that's something a lot of people worry about, is being judged, being laughed at, people being off, that kind of thing when they go to different conventions. So in my opinion, this was a very good convention. The security were very good, the staff were all very friendly. There was an occasion when we saw a guy kind of harass a group of young girls, like underage girls, and you could tell that he was intoxicated, and the staff saw this immediately, and as soon as the guy left the girls, they came straight over and said, "Are you okay?" They said, "No, we're a bit weirded out, he wanted to like sit with us and stuff," and they took care of it straight away. Like, it was on point. They knew immediately to do something, and that it makes me feel safe, and I think it makes a lot of other people feel safe. So I don't think you would have to worry about the safety and stuff that's in place at this convention, or at least from my experience, I wouldn't worry about the safety. The vibe was very good. I didn't have anybody laughing or judging. There was nobody like, you know, kind of like doing that grimace face at people, like, ew, what are you wearing type of thing. You know, if you could tell it was somebody's first time cosplaying, there was no like making fun of them and that, because at some cons you do hear people making fun of people because their cosplay is not good enough or it's not finished. Like, it's just so stupid. So I'm really happy that there was none of that this time, and everyone was just really supportive of each other, and like everybody was like calling across halls and shit saying like, I love your like Starfire cosplay and shit, you know, like people were just yelling at each other, and it was really, really good. It was a nice feeling, and it felt like a feeling of belong, so I can't really complain about anything there, to be honest with you. So the vibe is bueno. If you're worried about that, don't be. It's great, I promise, it's good. So as for what there was to do, there was plenty to do over the 3 days in my opinion. We stayed until about 3 or 4 every single day, and we got there, I want to, like, we were supposed to get there for the early opening times, but things happen on the road and shit, so we probably got there between 9 and 11 every day, and then obviously left at 3 or 4 every day, and there was plenty to do. We didn't get bored, or at least I didn't get bored. I can't really speak for my group, you know, but I thought there was plenty to do and plenty of shows to watch and just things to look at, to be honest with you. So yeah, I had a really good time, and I would recommend you go. It is worth the money as well, in my opinion, because you do get a lot for it. Like the £60 it costs for a weekend ticket, you get access, early access by the way, to all 3 days if you buy the weekend ticket for £60. You also get to go to all of the shows for free, so and then they had things like, you know, quizzes, karaoke, cosplay shows obviously, they had wrestling shows, they had a lot of pop idol shows, and drum workshops, and like Speak Like a Dalek workshops, and there's a lot. I'll insert some like pictures or something of the schedules if I can find them. I don't know if I can, but I will try. If not, I might just try and list as many things as I can. But there was a lot to do every single day. It was like full from, you know, like 9 till 5 most days of just things going on every hour, half an hour, so plenty to do in my opinion, and I do think the weekend ticket is definitely worth it. Now for the last bit that I think kind of needs to go in this video is what I got from Comic-Con. You guys know me, I am very, well, I say that I used to be really, really bad at spending my money at conventions. I used to spend it all. I think I spent like 300 summit last year at RakuCon, but as you know, this year I've been very good with it, mainly because of all the expenses I've had going, but I have been better at just getting a business card instead of buying all the products then and there, so that later on I can go and buy products that I like, you know? Oh, I apologize about my voice, sorry it's taking this long. I have a really bad cold, so yeah. But this time I really, well, I say I didn't get much. I thought I didn't get much, but then looking back at it, the price of the things that I got was a lot, because of this one store that I went to, and the only reason I was able to afford any of it was because I was allowed my birthday money early, because it's my birthday. So I went on the Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and my birthday is the Wednesday. It's actually tomorrow when I'm filming this. I'm gonna be 22 tomorrow, guys. Ooh. Did not like that. I need a minute. Holy. It's tomorrow. It's Tuesday. Shit. Well then. So, what I got from the convention this time was I got some posters and like a bookmark that I'm using as a poster from, I think she's called Senpai Beth. You'll see it on the poster when I put it in. And I love her artwork. I've bought from her before. If you guys remember my Insomnia vlog, then you'll have seen the stickers that I bought from her last time, and this time again we bought stickers. Well, I bought more artwork from her because I really love her stuff, and any convention she's at I'm gonna buy her stuff because I think they're just so cute. And then my partner bought a coaster set again like we did last time, but this time they got a free mug, so I got the pumpkin spice Pomeranian, or the puppuccino cup. I'm not sure what it was called, but I'm calling it pumpkin spice pom because it's so cute.